Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, but remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. With that said, I just wanted to mention, for those of you, there's been an influx of lots of new subscribers. So I just want to say a massive thank you so much for joining the Radiant Nation. It means a lot to have you here. There's a lot of bunch of free content that is available for you to check out on my channel. So make sure you have a look at all of the different playlists that are there. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're before we start, should I say, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have all right, so this week your key to the week is the Fool card. So new things, new places, new people, new energies, but also remember with the Fool card, sometimes you are asked to consider where you need to invert your reality. And what this means is very often, you know, sometimes what we really require in order to get life moving or to go in the direction that we would really like it to go is for us to do things completely differently, right? To deviate from the plan. Now, this isn't to say that you throw all of your plans and resolutions and all, you know, goals and all the rest of it out the window. It's just saying that you should be open to whatever the possibilities are for different ways to achieve them, or to come to the same conclusions or results, but by different methods, means, or you know, paths. So just something to consider. Now, the other thing with the Fool card, it does sometimes show up when we can or we are being foolish. And so the message behind the Fool, you know, in this regard, is in all of these different areas of your life, is where can you do things differently? It does suggest that moments of fate and or destiny are going to step in. And also it does suggest that maybe, just maybe, if something isn't going according to plan or the way that you would like, maybe there's something about your plan that is a little bit foolish. All right, so just be on the alert this week, but just know that new things, places, people and energies are opening up for you. So for your first card out, you've got, for your actions and options, you've got the Ace of Cups. For those of you that are trying to conceive, this is the energy that you are looking for, right? You've got the green light. This is try for your baby, right? Like, this is wonderful news, wonderful energy for you that really speaks to the powerful energy of conception. For some of you, you could be hearing of a birth this week, and so there could be a new baby in the you know, in the mix that could be making a lot of you very, very happy. I will say this could also be a new fur baby as well. It doesn't have to be like just a baby, and that is, you know, one of the lessons that I've learned through tarot, is there are times where it's not necessarily an actual child. Another way that it could also show up as well, would this be like a personal project that you are really deeply heartfelt invested in. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, the Ace of Cups is special amongst all of the aces because this one really can represent a wish coming true. So the option is available to you for you maybe to have or to hold something that you have wanted, wished for, hoped for or prayed for. Now, before we move forward, I just want to say, if you are interested in getting a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website. It is radiantreality.com. If if you would like to, there's a link in the description box below that will take you directly to the page to book any kind of reading with me or any of the services that I offer. All right, so for your communications and conversations, wow, okay, you are a powerhouse this week, quite literally, right? You've got the Fool card with the Magician card. So this suggests that whatever you're communicating this week, not only does it reach the right ears, but it really has an impact. You've got this with the Fool card, so there's some kind of fresh start. But there's more than that, right? This isn't just a fresh start in what you're saying or how you're communicating, although that's a part of it. This is some kind of declaration. There's something that you are really putting forward, that you're really really putting your personal power or energy behind because you believe in it that much, that much and that strongly, which I absolutely love for you. Now you've got this with the Ace of Cups. The result that you hope for, the person that you hope hears you, the clientele that you try to attract, all of that kind of stuff comes up trumps. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be that you submit some kind of, some of your work, maybe you put in an essay, maybe you take an exam, all of that kind of stuff. And what this suggests to me is you really hit the mark, right? You demonstrate not only proficiency, but, when proficiency goes beyond proficiency, like when you go beyond proving that you can do something, it moves into the realm of skill and artistry. And that is what you are demonstrating in your chosen academic and professional fields this week, my dear Libran. So I love this for you. Now, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, you could, the way that I feel like this might happen for you guys is some problem, challenge or issue may show up for you or for the work or the institution or the business or the company, etc. that you work for. And rather than kind of being in the, oh, isn't this awful, and getting all of that, like you just go into absolute overdrive to take up the slack and to move forward and smash through something. So I love this for you because it looks like you're really going for it, right? And by doing that, it's like you demonstrate your expertise, your prowess, and why you should be in some kind of leadership role. So I'm totally here for this for you, right? Whatever challenge shows up, make sure you are the person on point. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, look, it's a gorgeous set of cards. The Magician card sees you really becoming an authority in your field, right? So your voice is being heard this week. You are really taking on a new depth and a new weight of character, but also understanding. It's like people now start to look at you and go, huh, wow, I didn't actually know that you were a go-to for this, but now that I know, I'm going to flock to you. So I love this. And it could be that you have the chance to either interact with or impress a person of power or of note or authority within your, within your industry and or your field. So loving it. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I actually really like this for gathering and gaining new skills, not necessarily because you need them, but just because you want them or they feel right, like they're the right skills for you to have at this time. I'm here for that. I'm go for it. Now, before we get into your love and relations, the clearing cohort opens on the 14th of January. There is only 8 spaces. Yes, you heard me right. There are only 8 spaces. The reason being is I am tailoring this work to your chart, your numerology, and a whole bunch more other bits and considerations that we're going to be doing. So this is super exclusive for that reason, because I want to be able to make sure that I can give you time, that I can give you effort, all of that good stuff. Okay, so I will say this to you, spaces are limited, but there's going to be one clearing cohort every month from now on, and each one's going to focus around a different theme. And obviously this month's theme is fear. How it stops us, how it gets in the way, how it interacts specifically with you. We're going to be talking about all of that, so make sure you check it out. There is obviously a link in the description box for you to get that. So I would say jump in ASAP, because if spaces, like I say, they are very limited, but it's because I really want to make sure I deliver. If you're passionate about energy work, or you've ever taken any of my energy work, then you know what you are about to be getting into. All right, with that said, for your love and relations, you've got the Empress. Listen, right, whether it's you or someone else, someone be pregnant. Okay, I'm telling you straight up, and I'm not talking about fur babies now. Look, you've got the Empress, the lady of growth, abundance, fecundity. She is literally pregnant and fertile with energy. If you are partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this is conception. This is new babies, new babies coming in. If you already have a new baby, this could be that you are feeling that, like the warm, like the afterglow You know, once the new baby finally starts to sleep through the night and all of that stuff, it's like you're feeling, okay, now it gets good and we can start really enjoying this. But look, someone pregnant, and they are, you know, listen, for a select few of you as well, it is possible, if for those of you that are conceiving around this time, it is possible that there could be twins. So there's that. All right, for those of you that are single and looking, look, this is a week for love, right? Venus is you. You are attractive, you're authoritative, you're speaking well, you are looking good, you're sounding good. You are a magnet, right? So if you are open to it, there is absolutely love on the cards for you this week. Now, when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Five of Swords. This with the Fool card, do watch out for some kind of foolish spending. Also, be careful about letting somebody coerce you into spending money on something that you're very likely going to end up having some kind of buyer's remorse over. All right, I just want to save you the hassle of having to do the whole return, etc. And to be fair, with this card, you may not be able to return the item that you purchased. So if you've got something that you're planning to buy this week, especially if somebody has sort of not coerced, well, yes, coerced you into it, but where somebody has kind of convinced you that you need this thing, I would just be really careful. This is likely to be something of a technological nature. So, you know, where someone tells you you absolutely have to have that new phone, or, you know, you must have the latest, you know, MacBook in order to be successful in your business, or whatever the case might be. Just watch out for that. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Five of Swords is absolutely your nervous system. You've got so much other good energy here, though. I really feel like this is more going to be the fact that, you know, like when you feel really peaceful and everything's good, there's always someone that's got to come and fuck with your peace. I really hate that shit. Now, I have to, you know, I get really passionate about this because it's something that I really can't stand. Like, you know, when you're just like in a really good place, everything's in, and there's just always got to be someone that just don't give in to it this week, is what I'm trying to say. When it comes to your home and environment, this is somewhat problematic because it suggests that there's either a problem or an issue with a neighbour, or potentially something happening within the neighbourhood that you can't quite sort of ignore. If this is the case, it's likely to have something to do with the electricals or power lines, etc. in your local area. I hope I'm wrong about that, but just watch out for it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you soon.